Hi everyone and welcome to this week's video. Today I'm going to be looking at the best free VSTs for sidechaining. For those of you that don't know what sidechaining is, it's the process of ducking one sound to make room for another one so that both sounds can breathe and kind of sit comfortably in a mix. It's something that you'll hear pretty much in every track these days, especially where kick and basses are concerned. It's probably the most popular one, or popular sound to use it on, I should say. But these days, producers literally sidechain everything from percussions to leads, FX, even to reverb and delay tails. There's more than one way to do this, but we're going to be looking at the most straightforward method for this, which is using a VST to essentially draw a volume automation curve directly within the VST, so you can essentially draw your own kind of sound. Today I'm going to be looking at 4 VSTs that do this and that are available absolutely for free. Just a quick confirmation, this video is not sponsored, and everything in this video is my own opinion, so I haven't been given anything, any freebies, anything like that. So everything here is 100% me. To test these plugins, I'll be using my Hard Trance Project 1, which is a free Hard Trance project which I gave away a couple of months ago. The video is still live, the download is still active, so feel free to go back and grab that if you missed it. In the project, I originally used Fruity Loops Gross Beat because I wanted the project to be able to run perfectly using FL plugins only. I didn't want to have to send people around, go here, go there, get their free plugin, get that plugin. You know, I just wanted it to be able to open and for it to work, so I had to suffer using Gross Beat, which kind of made me realize how Gross Beat wasn't really made for sidechaining, especially basses where you want to sidechain every beat, because Gross Beat can only be set to bar length as far as I'm aware. So it's not really the best for doing that. It involves a lot more work than it should do. The plugins we're going to be looking at today, in my opinion, are far better suited to the task of sidechaining than Gross Beat. So products that I'm going to be reviewing today are Armando Montanez SimpleSide, Rewired SideKick, RDG Audio SideChainer 2, and TAL Filter 2. Links where you can download all of these for free will be in the description below. Just a quick note on the paid options as well. There are other paid VSTs that are popular, such as Xfer LFO Tool and Nicky Romero Kickstart. If you have these in your arsenal, then you may already have everything you need to kind of do this, but these are just some free alternatives that I'm going to show you. If you want to save yourself the 10 or 20 quid that these paid for plugins cost. But in terms of kind of what they do and how good they sound, there really is very little difference. So I would definitely suggest checking out the free options before going for a paid option. So jumping into the project, first thing I'm going to do is remove the old Gross Beats, so that because they're no longer affecting the signal. So without any kind of side chaining, it sounds like this. Let's get started, shall we? So I'm going to go to here, and the first one I'm going to do is this one. So let's see how long it takes me to get a kind of reverse bass sound, offbeat bass sound that I like. And there you go. It really is that simple. Yeah, I really like this plugin. I've used it quite a lot. Some pros for this plugin are it really is smooth. You can kind of really slide across the UI without any kind of issues. The blend is also nice and smooth. This is essentially your percentage, so this is 100%, affects the whole signal. The cons for me is that you can't kind of switch these thingies, don't go past. There are some where if you switch it over, if you go kind of across the line of one dot, it will let you do it, and it changes the curve in that way. I also don't like how you only get really kind of one standard type of curve. Anyone who's used to using FL automation will know there are many different types of curves, and they're all fun to play with and test, but this one you don't get any option, you just get a standard curve, but it is really smooth. Like, look how smooth that is. That is so smooth. Okay, so next we're going to switch out to Rewired SideKick. So let me just delete this and add in the new one. Okay, so let's see. Well, this one comes in with a curve automatically. This isn't a preset I did, it automatically comes like that. So let's see how long it takes us to get something decent. yeah, that was super easy. What I will say about this plugin is I think it's only available in 32-bit. So for those of you who are using 64-bit, you won't get the most bang for your buck out of this. Or for those of you who are in Cubase and you have to use a bridge to get access to 32-bit plugins. All I will say about this plugin I don't like is I don't think it's very smooth. You can cross the points, which is nice, which you couldn't do in SimpleSide, but it's just not very smooth. I don't think you get the most options, and the curves are smooth, but it kind of goes like really big jump there when you're getting into the really harsh curves. But in terms of the dots, it's not that smooth. It really isn't. Oh, they annoy me so much. This is why I need a proper studio, people. It's neighbours going around banging at 10 to 2 in the afternoon. Anyway, back on topic now. So yeah, it's a pretty good one. It's really lightweight. Couple of, I'm really not that happy about kind of how unsmooth the points are, but you know, it's a decent alternative. It will do the job just fine. Okay, next one we have is RDG Audio SideChainer 2. Now, if I'm honest with you, I needed a fourth one, and I found this because I already had the other three. I needed a fourth, so I've never actually used this. Bear with me a minute while I try and get something to work. Okay, there's a reason why I've never heard of this before. That's because it's pretty awful. Firstly, I have no idea what smooth does. That's really not apparent. There's no curve at all. You can add new points, sure, but I cannot bend this. There's no curve options whatsoever. You can go beyond the points, which is nice, but the worst thing is that it doesn't actually let you hear the change until you've let go of the point. To kind of demonstrate this, if you missed it, I'm going to play here and then I'm going to move the point, but then it'll only change the sound, as in that change will only come into effect after I've let go of the mouse button. So here's an example. Yeah, so that's going straight in the bin. Okay, and on to the last one, TAL Filter 2. It's predominantly used for filter purposes, I believe, but we're going to use it for volume automation. So let's go. I think I'll stop there. Didn't quite get the sound I was looking for. This is very interesting because it is very versatile. It's definitely more versatile than the other plugins on this list because you can do a lot more. You know, this is also predominantly supposed to be a filter as well, so there's a lot more you can do. You can even use pan as well. I do like the way how you can control the curves like this. That is really cool. This is something that the other plugins don't seem to really offer. So it probably has a bit more ease of use if you want to get something dialed in something a bit more smooth. I haven't really used it much, so that's probably why I struggled to get something that I liked out of it. Just about managed in the end though. But that's kind of the main features that I think that this plugin offers that's different to the others. If I'm honest with you, I don't think any of them are absolutely perfect. They've all got their plus points, they've all got their minus points. But if it was up to me and I was looking for the one plugin I need for this kind of thing, and if I had to give you a recommendation to do it, I would recommend the Armando Montanez SimpleSide. Now the reason I would choose this plugin over the others, it is quite simple. I find it extremely easy to use. It just sounds great. It just seems to really give me the kind of sound that I'm looking for, especially with my basses and my bass side chains. Obviously that may be completely different for you and what you would end up using it for, so by all means feel free to check out all the others. They're all free, so it really doesn't matter. Alternatively, if you guys are aware of other sidechain plugins or methods that you think are better and are also just as free, hit me up in the comments. Let me know. I'd love to know what it is that you guys use and how you do something similar. So yeah, that's it. That's my recommendation. Hope you've enjoyed this video and I hope to see you again soon.